Well, guys, the FBI has dropped more evidence that they have against them O Block boys. And I tell you what, it's looking real fucked up for them niggas, man. And then you gotta wonder which one of them niggas, or if one of them niggas, my thing is, which one of them niggas is gonna implicate Lil Durk in this shit. Cause the way they tell this story, it seemed like soon as they got the drop on this nigga location, them boys scattered to go handle that business on FBG Duck. To me, that sounds like it was some money on his head, and they was running to go get that money that was on his head. And who would have that kind of money to put on that man's head? Not saying that it's that, but all fingers point to Durk, allegedly. And then you got to also think, how many of these guys is it? 4 or 5? We're gonna read this shit in a minute. I think it's at least a good 4 or 5 of these guys in there. So what you think the investigators are telling these boys to press these boys to see exactly where they paid to do this, who actually gave them the location of FBG Duck? Just imagine they in there saying, y'all niggas ain't gonna never see the light of day again. The next time you gonna have sex is when Big Bubba is cracking the seal on your booty to fuck you. Y'all ain't never getting out. And these some little niggas. And then you gotta think also with these niggas in Chicago. These niggas is busting guns. They not using their hands. Ain't no guns in jail, nigga. You may get your little shank or something. And these niggas, I'm looking at Muwap, man. Look at this nigga, man. This little skinny leg ass nigga. This little bird leg ass nigga. He ain't even got no foundation to stand on, nigga. Hey, Muwap, when you get to prison, when that man put that Snicker and them honey buns and them noodles on your bed, don't eat them motherfuckers, man. It's a setup, my nigga. He gonna sit there and say, little homie, I got you, brother, man. Gonna eat that. You gonna eat that shit. Then he gonna be walking around the track, around the yard with your motherfucking ass. You gonna think this really your nigga. Then he gonna say, man, I'm making a little hooch tonight, man. Come up to my cell, man. We gonna kick it. He gonna put that motherfucking sheet up to that door. Y'all gonna drink that hooch? He gonna grab you by the nuts in the throat at the same time and tell you, nigga, this mine tonight, nigga. I'm gonna snap your motherfucking neck, you little leg nigga. And Muwap gonna come walking out that cell funny. Now let's read what they got on these niggas, man. The broad daylight Gold Coast murder of rapper FBG Duck in August 2020 involved 4 mass shooters who left 38 bullet casings behind following an attack that lasted all of 15 seconds, according to the newly unsealed federal court record. So y'all stupid motherfuckers went broad day, left casings, well, I'm sure y'all fingerprints was on the motherfuckers. Much of what happened that day at the murder scene on Oak Street and elsewhere as the gunman neared was a captured video according to the 45-page document, which includes an FBI affidavit. It lays out key evidence that led to last year's indictment against 5 alleged O-Block street gang members now accused of the brazen killing. It says investigators towed a car used in the shooting 1 day after it happened. The fucking stupidest niggas you'll ever see. Later searched it and found evidence that implicated Charles C. Murder Liggins. The document also points to so-called diss tracks, the songs posted online in which street gang members disrespect rivals, fueling violence on the streets. These niggas is self-snitches. You ever notice these street niggas is so, nigga, I ain't gonna snitch, man. Fuck these snitch ass niggas. And they tell on they self every trip. Telling the dirt they doing, telling how they doing it, damn near describing the murder scene and where the smoking gun at, but ain't no snitching. And y'all niggas telling y'all self every trip. And then when y'all go to do some shit, y'all so high off them crazy ass drugs y'all taking, that lean and pills. Maybe y'all might smoke a little weed with the shit. Y'all niggas is high out y'all mind doing shit, and then you wake up in jail for the rest of your fucking life, somebody boyfriend. The document, a search warrant application originally filed October 1st, was unsealed earlier this month. It sought a judge's permission to examine phone data associated with Liggins as well as Marcus Muwab Smart and to Carlos Alford. All three would be charged and indicted in an indictment filed September 30th, which also named Kenneth Robertson and Christopher C. Thang Thomas as defendants. The indictment was unsealed October 13th. FBG Duck, whose real name was Carlton Weekly, is identified in the document as a member of the STL/EBT or Tukaville faction of the Gangster Disciples, which it had a feud with O Block, a faction of the Black Disciples. Weekly was killed 4:26 p.m. on August 4th, 2020, according to the affidavit. 16 minutes earlier on Oak Street, it said Weekly got out of a car driven by his girlfriend and stood in the line outside. Weekly's mother had said he was shopping for a present for his son. And think, them niggas thought they got away with it. They did that shit in August 4th, 2020. They ain't get jammed to what? Probably what, September, October 2021. Them boys thought they got away smooth. And then Durk, you think you might be getting away smooth. The feds work. They might even know you got something to do with it. If you got something to do with it, they waiting to pick your ass up. You just got married or proposed to that girl. You already know, nigga. As soon as they hit you with that L, she gone. She have another dick in her mouth before you have one in your ass in jail. You better believe it. Around the same time, surveillance footage showed Liggins, Smart, and others running down the stairwell at Parkway Gardens at 63rd and Martin Luther King Drive, according to the affidavit. It says Smart and another person got into a Ford Fusion owned by Alford. The FBI believed Liggins got into a Chrysler 300 with two others. They got footage. Ain't nothing y'all can do to get out of this. So now, only thing you can do is help yourself, which means snitching. Who's behind this? Does Lil Durk have anything to do with it? King Von, luckily, he ain't. Hey, it is what it is. Shit, he already done checked out, so he ain't got nothing to worry about. But Durk, you know, Durk is pissing in his pants. He is scared shitless. He don't know if the feds coming or when they're coming. Can you imagine being Durk and then wondering if these niggas gonna tell on you? From there, the investigators were able to trace the vehicle's path from Parkway Gardens to the scene of the murder using video surveillance and police POD cameras. Around the time Weekly got out of the car on Oak Street, the feds said the Fusion and Chrysler were seen traveling in the same direction in a 6200 block of South Wentworth, just 5 seconds apart. The vehicles were spotted on a camera in at least 7 additional locations. Them boys is cooked like a motherfucking turkey on Thanksgiving. You hear me? The document then lays out what happened at 4:26 p.m. in the first block of East Oak Street. The Fusion and the Chrysler stopped in front of the dark colored sedan that had been driven by Weekly's girlfriend. 2 people jumped out of the passenger side of the Fusion and opened fire at Weekly, who ducked with another person behind his girlfriend's car. FBG Duck, that boy ducked. 2 people then got out of the passenger side of the Chrysler. One, the front passenger, opened fire on Weekly's girlfriend, while the other fired at Weekly. The shooters then got back in the Fusion in their Chrysler and fled, according to the affidavit. It said Weekly's girlfriend was shot twice in the left wrist. The person who ducked behind the car with Weekly was shot 3 times and was left in critical condition, according to the feds. Weekly died shortly after the shooting, the feds say, but it's unclear how many times he was shot. The FBI special agent who authored the affidavit wrote that Weekly was shot approximately 21 times, but the agent also cited a Cook County's medical examiner's report that Weekly was shot 16 times. 38 cartridge casings were found on the scene, including 1 .357 caliber casing. Meanwhile, the Chrysler was then spotted on police cameras in 8 additional locations before the surveillance video showed it returning to Parkway Gardens at 4:56 p.m. The video showed Liggins getting out of the passenger seat, according to the affidavit. They got exact times, those city cameras showing y'all going and coming. Only thing y'all can do is snitch. Lil Durk, you better hope you ain't got shit to do with this. One of them niggas gonna tell on you. You gotta worry about 4 niggas. And that nigga Liggins or whoever car that was, he might be the one to roll over on you. Muwab looked like he might go ahead and eat this shit. You can tell in his eyes, he got them dead eyes. He don't give a fuck about nothing. But nigga, you little nigga, you better go start doing you some squats and get motherfucking better foundation up under you. You gonna be somebody's boyfriend. You hear me? The day after Weekly's killing, Chicago police found the Chrysler in the 2100 block of Gunderson and Berwyn and towed it. The document says when it was searched August 13th, 2020, investigators allegedly found a handwritten note that appeared to list Liggins' Facebook and Instagram accounts, as well as phone numbers for Liggins and baby mama, which the FBI took to mean baby mama, being baby mama. Yeah. So basically, nigga, you done handed them niggas your autograph. Here go the car and my autograph to pin me with this shit. That's the nigga that's gonna snitch right there. Liggins. They done came to him, nigga. We got you dead to right. We got your autograph and everything. Facebook, Instagram account, all that. What you know, Liggins? Who all has something to do with this? That boy probably sung like Aretha Franklin. Hey, turn the mic on. Hey, turn me up in the headphones a little louder. It puts a reverb in my voice before I sang. The FBI agent wrote that investigators also found a spent .357 caliber cartridge casing between the Chrysler's windshield and hood. Oh my God. An examination of that casing and the one found on the scene of Weekly murder showed they were consistent with being fired from the same firearm. Them niggas is done. Police have previously said Weekly's shooting might have been motivated by the derogatory statements towards deceased members of Black disciples made by Weekly on social media. The FBI affidavit points to multiple online videos, including July 2020 YouTube rap video which Weekly performed as FBG Duck. Said, I wasn't going to diss the dead, but okay, I did, Weekly said. Then the agent wrote, Weekly mentions in a degrading manner 9 names, aliases, and or monikers of deceased individuals, all believed to be Black disciples. Amongst them was O.D. Perry, who was shot and killed in 2011 at the age 20, and is the namesake for O Block, according to the affidavit. And then the crazy thing, these niggas documented everything on camera, all the beefs, when killed each other, talked about it on Twitter. They had King Von Twitter up. These niggas is the dumbest. It's like they doing this shit for attention. And this type of attention gets you locked away and killed. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing else better to do with y'all time. Obviously, y'all got talent. Y'all selling records and shit. That ain't good enough. Y'all really got to be acting out this shit y'all doing. Okay. And they ain't going to stop telling on themselves and doing this shit. It's going to be a whole crop of other niggas that going to get caught just like this. Perry's killing has sparked a series of retaliatory shootings, including the 2014 murder of Gakara Barnes, who police say was a female gang assassin for the Gangster Disciple faction in the neighborhood. They know everything because them niggas told them. They ain't even need an informant for most of this shit because these niggas told on themselves. It's to the point now, like they said, they got social media divisions where the cops just sit up and watch Facebook and Twitter and probably YouTube and watch these niggas tell on themselves. Y'all got to be the most stupidest motherfuckers I ain't never seen. In a separate video posted the day after Weekly's murder, Davon Bennett, which is King Von, the rapper known as King Von, could be seen rapping O Block OTF 300, bitch. Just check the stats, nigga. Said to be throwing shots. I bet he be catching them back, according to the affidavit, which said Bennett wore an O Block medallion in the video. Investigators took the verse as a reference to negative repercussions coming to Weekly as a result of Weekly's disrespect. In another video, the feds noted that Weekly had talked about being a childhood friend of Shondell Tuka Gregory, who was shot and killed in 2011 at the age 15. For a nigga to make it to 2021 in Chicago, nigga, you old. You like an 80-year-old man in Chicago. They got these niggas aging in dog years, man. That's why I go so crazy when a motherfucker mentions his name. You feel me? Because the motherfucker don't know that I like this. Don't know that that like this shit bigger than when them niggas saying than what them niggas is saying in their songs. You feel me? Liggins, 30 years old. Is this Liggins right here? No, this is Robinson. Liggins, 30, has a history of violent encounters with the police near Parkway Gardens. He was arrested in 2019 for shoving a Chicago police officers near 64th and Martin Luther King. Officers had responded to a call of a person with a gun when a crowd formed, and Liggins refused to leave, according to the police. He pleaded guilty to resisting arrest and was sentenced to a year in prison. Well, buddy, you got the rest of your life unless you talk, but you still going to have to do some time. In October 2009, officers working a drug investigation said they saw Liggins fire at a group of men near 63rd and Martin Luther King. The officers ordered him to drop his gun, but he pointed it at them and they shot him in the leg. Damn. According to the police report, he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault on the officer with a firearm and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. I'm surprised they ain't stroking way longer than that. Liggins' co-defendant Robertson, 28, is separately charged in Cook County Criminal Court with the January 30, 2021 fatal shooting of Lorenzo Moore in Dalton. At the time the killing, Robertson was free on bail on Cook County guns possession charge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these niggas is done.